The big debate right now is whether moonlighting is really cheating, is it true timing, or an individual's right to make a second income. The debate has been kick-started once again after Rishad Premji of Wipro revealed at a conference that his company has fired 300 people for moonlighting, and he's made it very clear in the past as well that it will not be accepted. So first, let's begin with what is moonlighting and why is India Inc. so divided over it. Is it also the future of work? Before we get into all of those aspects, let's start with what moonlighting is. Moonlighting, very simply put, is having a second job beyond your first permanent one. It's called moonlighting because typically it's expected that if a job is from 9 to 5, this is extra work you will do in the evening when the moon is out. Hence the term moonlighting. Has it become more prevalent recently? Yes. Because of the pandemic, a lot of people in different sectors were working from home. They found more time on their hands and dabbled in other areas as well. So people take up gig work, contract work in different fields and work on specific projects which gives them additional income. This additional income is something that has a lot of people rooting for, and especially in the tech industry, it's become a problem because employees don't want to come back to the workplace and want to continue to have this extra income and access to this work. Companies, on the other hand, are not having it at all. We know that Wipro has a strong stance. They've sacked people. Infosys has sent out a letter saying no to timing and telling employees very clearly that as per the rules, they cannot have a second job. Now, the question is that is it just the law of the company? There are exceptions to this rule. A few months ago, Swiggy put out a new policy which they said was completely, the first of its kind, where they would allow their employees to moonlight. The conditions were that any work that employees did would have to be outside work hours. It has to be with the permission of your manager, and there cannot be a conflict of interest. And this is where it gets tricky. Conflict of interest is the key term over here. How do you determine that the work the individual is doing does not harm the company in any way? Is it better that an individual continues to do this extra work under the wraps, or is it more important to have a transparent policy out there so that both the employer and the employee are clear about what is expected from them, and the employee also has the chance to make an additional income? While large companies may want to lay down the law right now and say that they will sack anyone who does any extra work, over time they will perhaps see a pushback, especially from younger employees who know that they want all of their options, they believe in the plan B and don't want to be tied down to any one company. It's definitely a debate that is only beginning in corporate India.